Hey guys, it is Marcus here. If you can hear me okay, please let me know by typing something in the box, and we're going to get this show on the road. And yeah, so a lot of good stuff for you guys today. We are going to go over how to create a lead magnet. How do we create lead magnets and magnets that are going to pay us over and over? Now, I'm not talking about those old magnets you had in science class when you were a kid. We're talking about creating something for your market that is going to provide money for years to come, or at least for a good while, right? So we're going to talk about that. If you can hear me okay, type something in the box. Let me know where you are listening from, and we are going to go ahead and dive right in. A different type of presentation today. Instead of hopping over to the whiteboard or the blackboard, as it were, we are going to stay here on screen and kind of go over some things for you and talk to you about how these lead magnets and profit magnets work so that you can go out there and create content. Right? What we want to do today is we want to talk about a resource. All right, what we want to do is we want to create a resource for our niche market. Now, if you create a resource for your niche market, then you're going to have something that's going to pay you over and over because people are going to want to watch it. For example, right now I'm taking a couple hours out of my day. I'm making a live recording. And after the recording is done, this is something that's going to live out in the internet forever. Right, and hopefully make me sales. If it makes me a couple of sales a week or maybe a couple of sales a month or whatever it is, this is going to make me some sales over and over and over. Also, I'm going to get like the initial bulk of sales that we do on the live stream as well. So what we want to do is we want to take this into account and look at it and say, okay, how can I create something that's going to be out there forever? Because back in 2013, 2014, I believe it was, I used to do all of my stuff on what was known as like a one-off web page. I would build a web page, I'd put my video there or my content there, and then it'd just kind of like die out, and I'd have to create something new to get more traffic. And what happened was in about 2014, 2015, I started looking at it and saying, hey, what if I had something and I positioned it in a way that it'd be out there all the time? Right? What if I had something that was out there working for me even when I wasn't working? What if I had something that was out there getting traffic even when I wasn't trying to get traffic? What if I had something that was out there that was selling people even when I didn't have to sell? And what I want you to look at is the fact that these lead magnets and these content pieces and these sales magnets and money magnets are all designed to do things when you're not working. Very important, because if I create a good document, a PDF, a video, anything, and I get it out there and people start to look at it over and over, all right, that's going to be out there no matter what. Some guy might print it out, read it, while he's on the subway train, and then decide to order my product, right? This is how this stuff works, and that's what you want to do. You want content that's going to be consumed. So let's take a look at how this works. Let's break it down. Let's make it really easy for you guys to understand. Now, before we dive into the meat of the content, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you guys to type in some of the niche markets that you've either thought about going into or you're currently going into. So like if you're out there and you're like, hey, I'm in the weight loss market or the, get six-pack abs market, or maybe I'm in the market for like coffee or whatever it is, type that in the box. And we're going to use some of your guys' niches as examples to talk about how to create this content, how to create your resource. And again, remember, this resource is something that's going to pay you over and over and over again, regardless of whether you're working, regardless of whether you even know that people are looking at it or not. All right, so we got some people saying Green Rush as a niche, CBD as a niche, okay? Hopino, don't know what that is. Home and auto insurance. Okay, good. So let's take Johnny, for example. Okay, Johnny is in the home and auto insurance niche. All right, so let's see if we can find something here that'll work for Johnny. Let's see. Okay, so here's Johnny, and he is looking for ideas in his home and auto insurance niche. Okay, we're kind of short on pictures, so it was either that one or this one. Oh, wait, this one might work. Maybe he's looking for some resources or something. Okay, so here's Johnny, and Johnny's like, hey, dude, I want to get more people to sign up for my insurance. How do I do that? Right, I got this insurance, and I'm out there, and I got to get home and auto insurance. Okay, so we're like, okay, how do we sell people? Now, what you would want to do is you want to look at your niche, and you want to say, well, what kind of thing would help sell insurance even when I'm not out there? Now, most people out there, like if we were to go to the Google AdWords keyword tool, right, like this, and we were to type in like auto insurance guide. Okay, I don't think there's a whole lot of people looking up auto insurance guide because most people already have auto insurance, right? Think about that for a minute. Most people already have auto insurance. Exactly. So we see auto insurance guide really only has about 30 people a month searching for it, and it's super, super competitive, right? It's crazy. Okay, so what kind of resource could we create for someone who is in the auto insurance? Well, maybe we could take a look and say, well, let's take a look at who the customer is. Who would it be that we would ideally want to get into our funnel or contact us for insurance, okay? So what we want to do is we want to ask ourselves, who is looking for insurance but doesn't know they need it yet? Okay, that's an important thing. Now, what Johnny could do is he could go over to the Google AdWords tool, and instead of typing in auto insurance guide, which is super competitive, he could do something like after buying new car. Okay, you could do something like after buying a new car. Let's see if people are looking up anything related to like after they buy a new car. All right, well, we got 50 people who say after buying a new car. Now, this one is low competition, but I'm not going to touch it because 50 people is not enough to deal with. So let's see, maybe there's something like register new car. Maybe people looking to register a new car, okay? And let's see. Okay, so register a new car. Now, look what happened here. Does everyone see, like, register a new car is low competition? There's 320 people a month. So, I mean, you know, you could probably get, like, maybe 3 to 5, maybe even 10 people to actually sign up for his insurance, which would probably be worth it, right? Johnny, would that be worth it if you could tackle this and get maybe 3, 5, or 10 people a month to sign up for your insurance? Okay, that'd probably be worth it, right? So we look at that. Now, again, when you look at these numbers, you want to look at it based on what you're doing. Okay, so if I only got $1 when someone got new insurance, this 320 searches a month wouldn't work. But because someone like Johnny is getting paid a good amount having his insurance company, then bam, that'll probably work, right? Because if he's getting like $100, $500, or whatever for a new sign up, then this is going to work. Now, your competition here is 37 cents, which is probably less because of the fact that there's low competition. So let's go to Google. Let's take a look at this, okay? So if we go to Google and we type in register new car, okay, which, by the way, see how all the different states and everything come up here? That's good. That means we could probably get a lot of cheap or even free traffic. Now, we have register a new car here. Not too many people looking, or not too many advertisers looking, like no advertisers. Okay, no advertisers on the bottom, no advertisers on the top, no advertisers. Good. Now, what Johnny could do is he could say, okay, I know these people are like, I want to advertise, or these people are like, I want to register my new car. I just bought a new car. How do I register it? Okay, so Johnny can now take and create a resource. Okay, and he could create a resource, so he could go out there and be like, okay, here is the guide. Here's the guide for this guy, okay, and it's going to answer his questions on how to register a new car, right? Pretty basic. Literally, Johnny, how long would this take you, right? Probably, I don't know, an hour at the most, maybe a little bit longer, maybe, I doubt it, but maybe an hour to create something on what to do when you buy a new car. Right, so you would make a little report saying, here are the things you need to do when you buy a new car, okay? And you can even look it up and say, there's probably going to be a lot of other things too, like vehicle registration. Let's do new car. We'll filter this by new car, and we'll put new car, okay? And he can find all the different things that are out there. So new car registration, there you go, there's 720. New car plates, new car registration dates, DMV car registration. He could even do things like how soon do you have to get insurance on a new car, different things like that. And when you think about it, so many people are buying new cars every single day in the United States and different countries. This would work extremely well. Okay, does that make sense to everyone, how we can create a little resource for this market, right? Here's what to do after you buy a new car, including new car registration, including insurance things, including this or that or whatever. Okay, another thing Johnny could do by finding people who don't know that they want something is something like DMV test new drivers or something like that, okay, he could actually go after and say, hey, what if I helped people who are doing the DMV test? Like maybe put together a little cheat sheet or study guide or something. And then bam, we could go through and say, hey, when your daughter or son starts driving, insurance is expensive. Here's a little guide on how to get insurance. By the way, if you think you want to save money, give me a call. Right? Does this make sense to everyone? I want to make sure you guys are getting this, because this is like the bulk of actually creating something of value. Because if Johnny had 10, maybe 20, maybe even 30 of these little profit magnets out there, maybe one for the DMV stuff, maybe one for what to do with a new car, registration, different things like that, then he could go in and it's going to be selling over and over and over again. Right? This same kind of thing that I'm sure Johnny's competitors, or maybe Johnny even does, where he's like, hey, we send out little reports on what to do when you get in a wreck, or what to do here, or what to do there. Now, the difference is instead of just being a dude out there on the road hoping that people contact you for your Tustin, California insurance, the difference is as affiliate marketers, we do this nationwide. We do it all the time, and it never sleeps. Right? These things are going to go out there. People don't throw them away. It's out there all the time. We can use them to build lists and everything. So the goal, the name of the game, is to say, okay, well, how can we create a resource for these people and get customers to us? Whatever it is, right? Like Johnny says, I haven't even thought about that type of outreach. Awesome. Yes, and this stuff works like a charm. It works very, very well if you do it right and you focus on providing info. Because if you are able to help people understand something, help people learn something, help people do something, that's what's going to work. Just like those little calendars that you put on your fridge and it's like, here's the top emergency phone numbers for your area, presented by, Bob the realtor or whatever. Same kind of deal, only instead of being like the annoying realtor guy, we're actually providing info that people ask for, right? These people are actually asking for our information. Now, the realtor guy, he's just whatever, here it is. These guys are actually asking. So the question is what kind of things do we do? What kind of ways do we go into our market? Let's take a look at some of the other markets that we have written down. Okay. David says he's a notary public. I have a website. What could folks be looking for that I could provide? Well, notary public one, you would want to go after all the documents that need to be notarized, right? So you would want to look at like, okay, buying a house out of state, buying house out of state, right? You would go for something like this where they're like buying a house out of state. Obviously, you got to get the document notarized. So you would do a guide on how to buy a house out of state and not get ripped off or whatever. First-time home buyer, different things like that. You could also do like maybe applying for a corporation. Maybe you'd need something like that, or maybe signing documents. I know we had to get it notarized when we have contractors on our house. We have to have that notarized. So different things like that, like little guides. Maybe a guide about how not to get ripped off with home repairs. Right? Here's how not to get ripped off with home repairs, blah, 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 blah. Come see me when you need to get something notarized or something like that, which is very important. Okay, you got to really, really focus on that and look at it. Let's take a look at some other ones that we're looking at here. David, for Notary Public, I think that's probably too specific. I probably wouldn't do that because you're in a geographic location. Like, they have to actually come in and see you to get notarized. So I would rather see you spend your time on a niche that's nationwide that has nothing to do with your notary, or maybe a niche like how to become a notary public, right? So you could go out there and you can use your knowledge of become a notary, okay? And you could see what kind of courses are out there. If there's not one, you can create one. And look at this, become a notary public application, right? These people want to become notary publics, and there's probably not that much competition. Become a notary. Yeah, not a whole lot of competition here. Okay, we got notary service. Not too bad, right? So notaries.com. Looks like the ads are starting to duplicate. So not too bad at all. You could get in this market and you could teach people how to become a notary. That's what I would do, right? Because yours is too specific, too niche down. Let's take a look at some other ones here. Gabriel says, what's your minimum threshold for a keyword to be considered worth pursuing? Well, that all has to do with how much you're making on it, right? If I'm getting like $1,000 every time someone signs up for a notary course, then 3,600 searches a month, that's going to work, right? Totally. Even at $100 a sale, this one would work. Now, if I was only making like 5 cents per sale, then obviously 5 cents times 3,600 isn't that good. So it wouldn't work for me. So it all has to do with what you're making. Luis, great idea for the insurance guy. She said, what about adding an additional driver? That would be a good one, right? You could do additional driver, and see if people are looking for ways to like add an additional driver to their insurance or something. Additional driver, 1-day car insurance. These are kind of competitive. So yeah, not too good, but additional driver might work. It's a little low. I probably wouldn't tackle it as much unless there was subcategory words. So like if you want to find the subcategory, you just go by keyword text and do additional driver. Okay, so if I only see like one keyword here, I probably wouldn't go for it. But actually there is quite a few. So like different additional driver fee and stuff like that. Car insurance, additional driver, that's super competitive, but that would be a good flipper market, right? So that's kind of what you want to do. And then your goal would be to make a resource on whatever these are. Let's take a look at some others here. If you guys have other niches you want to look at, let me know. No, Anne has a good one. Anne says food recipes. Now, food recipes is super easy. You can actually go for like recipes like this, okay? And when you look up recipes, right, you're going to have a lot of people searching for recipes, like chicken recipes, whatever. Now, what you want to do is you want to go specific, okay? So instead of like dinner ideas, which is way too broad, which you could do, though. I mean, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We would want to go for something like maybe a crock pot recipe or chili recipe or something like that. Something very specific. So like sweet potato recipe, pizza dough recipe. So pizza dough recipe would be a good one. What you can do is you take a look at this, and then we'll just isolate it, okay? Pizza dough recipe like this, okay? And then pizza dough recipe, it should have some subcategory words as well. Let's try that again. I'll do pizza. Like that. And then what you would want to do is make a site about just pizza dough recipe. And look at your competition here, pretty much nothing. Now, your resource would be a pizza dough recipe guide, right? I'd want something printable or something they can put on their phone or their tablet that they will use over and over. Okay, so really, really cool. Okay, really good. Franz, I don't know what you're asking there, but maybe if you refresh or something, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so that's what we want to look at is how do we create that resource. Now imagine if, who was it there? I think it was Anne. And imagine if you had, 20 or 30 different recipe pages out there online that people can print out as like little recipe note cards and they led back to your site, right? That's something that we're talking about as a resource you can use. Now, when you're doing your resource, it's very important to realize that you're using these to do several things. Number one, you want to go through and you want to use it as an opt-in, right? So you can make a page like, let's see here, affiliatedude.com or something like that, where you want to give your resource away in exchange for people putting their name and email. Okay, so to have your resource, put your name and email, you get the resource. Same kind of thing we're doing like on affiliatemarketingdude.com, okay, where you go through and it's like, hey, put your name and email, and you are going to get my free Affiliate Marketing Dude toolbar. Now, the toolbar, again, same kind of deal, right? You got the toolbar, and this toolbar is something that I create once, and now I have over 6,000 people every month using this toolbar, right? I think it's 6,000. Let's see. Affiliate Marketing Dude toolbar. Let's see here. Chrome. Yeah, so we got... right around 5,500, 6,000 people a month that are actively using this toolbar, right? Didn't take that long to create. I think it took me, my programmer helped me make the search box because I didn't know how to do that. But he made the search box. It probably took like maybe 3 days or something to actually make the actual thing. And I want you guys to think that this is something of value. This is like a profit magnet. Why? Because people are using this over and over and over again. And if you were to take a look at companies like Ask.com, companies like Ask Jeeves, MindSpark, these companies actually, all they do is create toolbars based on different things. Little Chrome toolbars. You guys can see here, I have, well, not on that one because I don't have it. Let's see. I have to make it a certain size. But you guys can see right here, if you see the toolbar, it looks like that. Right? Really simple tool that people can use, and I create it once, and that's going to drive people back to me over and over, and it's going to make me money because that toolbar actually leads to other stuff, right? So in that toolbar, which is my resource, let's see if we can get it to show here, you're going to see like members area, new stuff, start here first. So like if they click on start here first, that's going to take them to my page that gets them to web hosting. Money getting tools takes them to money getting. And then, of course, they could buy my products and everything like that. And it's very cool because they're using it over and over. And the idea of these lead magnets, profit magnets, is to get people to use them over and over, to provide something of value. Now, let's go ahead and talk about, or dive into, I think I was trying to say. Let's go ahead and dive into the different types of profit magnets you can make, okay? Because there's lots of different ones. Like you can pretty much make anything from like a toolbar to whatever you want, right? Which is really cool. Let's hang that up there. Okay. Scale of 1 to 100. How are you guys doing so far? 100 means you totally understand what's going on. 1 means like, dude, Marcus, what are you talking about? And somewhere in between, let me know where you guys are at, and then we'll continue on and show you the different types of profit magnets we can make. And by the way, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. That way you get all of my latest videos and you can join us live and everything like that. Okay, good. Looks like most people are 90s or 100s. So, looking good. Okay, cool. So, the different types of magnets that you can make to generate money over and over again. And remember, these don't take that long to do. An example of a magnet. Let me see if I can find an example of a magnet here. An example would be like this little bonus guide, right? This is a little bonus guide that I created. I think it's 34 pages. Okay, probably took me maybe like a day to make, not too long. Okay, it's a little bonus guide on how to make affiliate profits fast. Okay, I put together this little guide. It's got some little screenshots, not too difficult. Okay, now this is an example of something that people like. They download it all the time. They like to read it. And as you guys can see, I actually have links to the products I want them to buy within the actual product, or download rather. Okay, it's a little PDF. I can distribute as many as I want. This thing has been downloaded thousands and thousands of times. It's responsible for making lots of sales. You can see I got my hosting affiliate links. It'll get the Simple Sites program in here, right? So lots of different things that you can use to get people in, and it's very easy, right? When you think about this, think about the magnitude of what you could do. You could like literally go out there and do any niche. Like if you want to make little guides on WordPress, okay, you could do like how to do whatever on WordPress, okay? And you can make little guides in like 2 seconds, or you could outsource it. Like you can go on Fiverr and people make you guides about different things to do on WordPress all you want, right? And you could do like, let's do maybe add the word how. See if that works. Should load. It's being kind of slow today. How to build a WordPress website. How many of you guys would like a really cool resource, PDF or video on how to build a WordPress website? Very simple to do. And guess what? In order to build a WordPress website, you need hosting, which is a great affiliate program that pays between like $50 and $300 when people sign up. You can also do like how to add plugins to WordPress. Like I know that everyone on this call could make a little resource of how to add plugins on WordPress. It's not that hard to do. And a lot of you guys can do a lot of this stuff, how to add code, how to embed in WordPress, different things like that. Another thing you could do when you get into different types of lead magnets and profit magnets could be little tools, right? One that I use all the time is like an iframe tool. Okay, and an iframe is like a little way to embed a website in another website. And look at this, like iframe HTML. These people, there's no competition. Like it doesn't even say like $0.00 because it doesn't even have data because no one advertised, right? And you have this thing like an iframe HTML, and you could go to Google and it's like, here's these people. Okay, you got how many people a month? 8,100 people a month looking this up. Okay. iframe HTML, no competitors. Now, these guys have been in the top for years because they have a resource. It's a little tool that creates an iframe for them, and boom, there you go. And it's not that hard to make. I guarantee you, I would be willing to bet that my programmer can probably make this in an hour. Right? If I said, make me a little iframe code generator, it'd probably take him about an hour. And this is the same kind of thing we do with the Simple Sites, Big Profits tools. If you were to go into your Simple Sites, Big Profits tools area, let's see if we can find it here. There we go. So if you go into your Simple Sites, Big Profits like this, and you go into your tools area, so go in here, and you go into Money Getting Tools, you're going to see lots of different tools that we have, and we're updating a lot of them. So you guys will see that in there. But like a Buy Now button creator, okay, this actually creates a button for people. So like, watch this as a resource. And by the way, I give this away free, just this one tool on my site to people looking for PayPal button generator. Watch this. Okay, you go here and you type something in like PayPal button search. Okay, and watch this. So PayPal button, let's do button. Okay, now watch how many people search for this. PayPal donate button, create PayPal button, checkout button, blah, blah, tons of stuff, right? Even WordPress PayPal button. Okay, so these people want a PayPal button. And now my tool, wherever it's at, somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's in this software. My tool actually creates it. So they click PayPal. They choose the button they want. They put their item number. They put their item name. They put the price, $50. They put their email address. And then boom, makes the code for them. Right there. They copy the code. Real easy to make. Like my programmer or an outsourcer would literally make this in 5 minutes, but it'll probably charge you for an hour, which who cares? It's worth it because I have this of value. Now that I have this of value, I can go and people will come in every day looking up PayPal donate button, PayPal create button, PayPal button, and they're going to use it. And then I could say, by the way, do you want to make more sales? Boom, do this. Okay. Or buy my stuff or whatever. Okay. So really cool. So your giveaways or your lead magnets or your profit magnets could literally be anything. Okay, so let's talk about some of the different things we can look at, okay? We can look at this and we could say, well, what kind of things can I offer? Because there's lots of things you can look at. There's lots of information people want. And I want you to realize that people are looking for information tools. They're looking for information. They're looking for downloads. They're looking for reports. They're looking for guides. They're looking for all kinds of stuff, right? Really cool. Like if you were to go in the theme market and you create a bunch of WordPress themes, boom, now you have a resource. Now you can make a lot of money, okay? Really, really cool. We'll get to the questions in just a little bit, okay? Little difficult to do while I'm going through this, but if you want your question answered, bring it to me at the end. Okay, so here we got this. What kinds of things can we do? Okay, we can go out and we could do like a price report. Okay, you could do a price report or a review. You can create a review of different products or find cheap prices on things your visitors want. Okay, really cool, right? So I could go and I could do prices. You could go out there and you could do price comparisons. You can do all kinds of stuff. Okay, now the best use for a price report or a review is after an opt-in or as a standalone giveaway. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is you would have a page and say, hey, find the cheapest video camera. Okay, find the cheapest price on this video camera. Okay, you take them to your site and you can either have it as just on your site. Okay, so your profit magnet can literally be a page on your site. Right? Really cool. It doesn't have to be a download. It doesn't have to be a tool. It could be a page on your site as long as it's designed to get traffic and funnel people to things that make your money. So you can go there and you're like, okay, we're going to review this video camera and we're going to show you the cheap prices and whatever. Okay, now you can do this just on your page, or you can say put your name and email in to get my detailed review on the camera and the best price to get it. Okay, so those are the best two uses if you're going to do a price report or review. Now, a lot of people don't think of this as value because they're like, price report, whatever, who cares? But how many times have you gone out there and you look for a discount on something? Okay, if you've done it, other people are doing it. To show you other people are doing it, you could just go here and you could type in something like discount. Okay, and you can see what kind of discounts or coupons or whatever people are looking for. And boom, here you go. Look at this. People looking up coupons and discounts like crazy. Okay, so this is something you can use extremely easy. And making a price report on something, making a little review is so easy to do. Like literally this stuff will take you maybe an hour, 2 hours, maybe a day at the most if it's a complicated one. And once you have that, done deal. Once you have that, like I created that PayPal button that's in the Simple Sites, that was created back in 2009. I still use it today because nothing's changed, right? It's super easy. And I do this with lots of stuff. In addition to it, we also have like the ones that only our members get, like our opt-in box creator, right? This one's a simple one that creates an opt-in box. Super easy, and it's all just based on the code. Programmers know how to do this. Super easy, right? You just go out there, you make it happen. And we actually teach you guys outsourcing in the Simple Sites course as well. So one of the things you can do is a price report or review. Another one you can do is an article or press release. Okay, you can create an article. What you want to do is you want to create an article that helps the user get information on a topic. All right, sounds really complicated, but it's actually not that complicated. Right? The best use on this is site content with affiliate links. Now, when you create this, you want to create this as website content and put affiliate links in it. So an example would be something like, let's see if we can find one. Let's see, I'm going to have to use a different browser because I have this all funny for our slideshow here. You would want to do something like site. Actually, I think it comes up for Wix affiliate marketing. Okay, so an example of this would be like my page that shows up here. It's on the first page of Google for making money with a Wix site. Now, this was created September 18th, 2017. So this is over a year old. This gets me sales each and every week. Very cool, right? Now, what I did is I created a little video on how to use a Wix site, and then we made a little report. Okay, they can put their name and email for the report, and they can actually read the report here. Okay, and this report shows them how to do all this. Really cool. I didn't even write this myself. I had someone write it. Okay, so this little resource, this little page is designed at getting these certain people from Wix website. Now, notice this isn't really an affiliate marketing article. It's more talking about like a Wix website, but I'm able to spin it into what I want. Okay, so this would be an example of creating an article or press release. So you create an article that helps the user get information on a topic. The best use is site content with affiliate links. And you guys can see I'm actually using this as site content. And then I have my affiliate links in here for hosting, different links to my products as well. And really cool, really easy. And this thing gets me traffic every day. Every day someone comes to my site from this article using Google. Now, if I tried to rank for like affiliate marketing or something, I'm probably not going to do it. But I can go out there and I can rank for different types of things that people are looking for in a roundabout way. I can rank for like AdSense, or I can rank for whatever. And if anyone has a niche and you want me to show you how that works for your niche, I can do that as well. But same kind of thing, right? You just go out there, you find out people that want what you have to offer that don't know they want it yet. Right? And then you bring them into you and you say, hey, this is how it works. Just like we did with the insurance example in the beginning. Very, very cool, very easy. So articles and press releases are good. So we got price reports, we got articles and press releases. We have, let's see what else here. Report. Okay, obviously you can create like a report. You can do this in a PDF. You can do a PDF download where they download the report. You could build a mailing list with it. Very cool. A report example would be like the report that I showed you, the quick way to make money online, that PDF report that I showed you earlier. Very easy, right? You create a report about something, create some kind of download. Now, here's the thing. People love PDFs, right? Let me ask you a question. How many of you guys want me to give you that PDF from the beginning, right? Type PDF in caps if you want that PDF from the beginning. That is the special bonus guide, right? It's a 34-page report, teaches you how to get started fast with affiliate marketing. If you guys want this, type PDF in the box, okay? And I'll send it to everyone who types PDF in the box, okay? You do have to be on my mailing list because that's how I send it to you. But if you guys want that, type PDF, okay? Type it in caps so everyone can see, okay? And what this is showing us is that everyone loves PDFs. Okay, whenever I offer a PDF in my mailing list and I send a letter out to you guys and it's like, hey guys, you want to download a PDF? People click like crazy. People love PDFs. I could have this same content on my website, but you guys would rather have a PDF. I don't know why, right? Like, okay, you could go look at the Wix thing. How many of you guys want a PDF about the Wix thing? Well, everyone would because, wow, it's a PDF. And it has some perceived value for some reason. And you can make PDFs on everything, right? So you guys could see that works. So you can make a report just like I did, and you can sell in the report and you can use it to build a mailing list or bonding with your market, right? And guys, look at that. Out of all the people that are on here, look at how many actually typed in PDF. I think it's like, what, like 80% or something? I don't know. I haven't counted. But a lot of people are typing in PDF, which means that a lot of people like these things, which means this works. You guys all want the resources that I created, and I created that resource, I think it was 2011. I actually wrote that in 2011, and people still get it today. They still love it. It still makes me sales, which is cool. Okay, so that's the idea behind building these resources. Now, another thing you can do besides PDF, and if you guys want to get that PDF, all you got to do is go over to affiliatemarketingdude.com, put your name and email in the box, and I will send it out tonight in tonight's email with a new video that I made you. Okay, so you just go there. You'll get the toolbar. You'll get the PDF, everything, right? Really cool. And David says, yeah, PDF is the illusion of owning it. Exactly, right? If for some reason it's like, hey, if I have it on my computer, I own it, and, I can use that over and over or whatever. I won't lose it or I won't forget about it. Okay, so there we have it. So we got price report, we got articles, we got reports. Another thing you can do is a list. Now, lists are cool. Like, people totally don't look at this, but you want to find a good niche, go to your Google keyword tool and type in the word list. Watch this. List. Okay? Get results. And you type in the word list, and we'll just go ahead and do isolate it. List. Okay, and we'll click on apply. Okay, look at all these lists from STD list to HTML list. So here you go, HTML list. HTML list. HTML is hypertext markup language. It's what creates what websites are created in. Old websites. Now they use CSS and PHP, but they still use HTML, and people still need a list. You can make a printable list of the HTML codes, right? So you go to Google, and you're like, okay, I want a resource. Oops, let's do HTML list. Okay? So HTML list, like this guy has a list of all the HTML things. And because he has it, this guy dominates the market. Like seriously dominates it like crazy. And he can get people into web hosting. He can get people into HTML code schools or whatever. And it's all based on a simple resource that 6,600 people a month are looking for. You can do this with like grocery list or HTML elements list, list of all websites, list of whatever. You can even do anything. Right? Anything having to do with list, you can create that list and make it a value. Selling health insurance, maybe go for like the STD list. Hey, here's the list or whatever. However, that might be people looking up like for reports or something. You could also do something like, let's see what else we have here. And let's see. Reference paper or a guide or something like that. You can do guide. A lot of people look up guides. Like TV Guide was an ultimate resource, right? That was a huge one that people look at. So guide, what kind of guides are they looking for? You have TV Guide Tampa. You can make your own little TV guide for Tampa and like get people to download toolbars to watch TV online or something or whatever. You could do a digital TV guide. Let's see what other kind of guides there are. Isolating too much here, but there's tons of stuff you can look at from like homework guides or whatever. There's another one like math tutor help or something like that, which by the way, I had a student, I think he was 76 years old. He was a retired guy, built helicopters and stuff. And this guy made a site with little resources on how to help people with homework, right? It was a homework helper site. He gave away downloads, and I think his best month with that site, I believe, I might get it confused with his football site. He had a football site and he had a homework site. One of them made like $7,000 a month and the other made like $4,000. And it's all free traffic and it's all people looking for homework help. right? That's all they were looking for is homework help. And it was like, hey, here's a list of the algebra things. Here's this, here's that. CPM homework help, math help, working from home, homework helper, right? Tons of different things for like homework, and it worked like crazy. So you can do this stuff. It's not that hard to do. You just need to go through and create your resource. And that's what he did. His resources were web pages that ranked in Google and linked them to the stuff. Okay, so we got price report, articles, we got reports, we got lists. Let's see what else we got here. We're getting into the fun ones here. This would be like a search engine or a tool, right? Really cool. So now a search engine or tool could be something that helps people find stuff. For example, one of the examples I did was I had a tattoo search engine. Okay, it was a little search engine, and it just looked up tattoo stuff, like super easy, right? It just went to different search engines and found tattoos. It took me about 5 minutes to create. And what it did was it actually searched with my affiliate link, which is cool. So it searched on this certain tattoo site that I was an affiliate site of, and they were able to search. So a search tool would work good for people like looking up restaurants in their area, movie times. Like people that look up movie times are great for stuff like this. And you can make like a little movie time finder. They put their zip code in and boom, there you go. Now, these get a little technical, but they're really easy to make. Literally take a couple minutes. You can outsource them. You can learn to create them yourself. Or you can even use in your Simple Sites Big Profits desktop, we actually have a search box creator tool. Right, so you could go to the search box creator. Let's see where it's at. Right, like this, okay? And your search box creator tool, all you have to do is go to, let's see, where'd we go? All you would have to do is go to where you want it. So let's say you want to do like movie times 90210. Okay, so that would be the zip code. Okay, it's going to find the movie times in the area. All you'd have to do is copy this code up here. Okay, put this code into this box, and then just replace the zip code with the word variable. Variable. And then boom, copy this on your site. It'll put a search box. It'll link right to there. Now you have a little search box. So search boxes and tools are good things you can use as well. The best use for this is anywhere you can use it. So like if I have an addiction site, maybe I could link to like the AA meetings in an area. Or if I have a site about movie times, I can use that, or pizza or something like that, right? Really cool. Chickawoo, if you don't think our support is good, you're probably not looking in the right place. We usually respond within 24 hours, and we have live chat as well. So, whatever. But use that. Okay, so cool. Let's see. Cancel. So we'll just remove that there. Okay, so you have your price report, you got your articles, you have your reports, you have your list, you have your search engine, which is really cool. Okay? Chiku, please use our support site for the help or get us on live chat instead of barking at me in here, which is extremely rude. So I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to put you in a timeout for a while. Okay, remove. And if you do it again, I'm going to remove you from our channel. Okay? So you're going to be in a timeout. All right, so we got price report, we got articles, we got report, we got lists, we got search engines or tools, we have converters. Okay? All right, like that. And by the way, if anyone ever needs support for our products and you're not getting support, it is completely because you're not paying attention. And I got to tell you, I get customers who email the weirdest email addresses. And they're like, Marcus, why didn't you get my email? And I'm like, well, first of all, we don't use email. We use support tickets for an obvious reason. And second of all, who'd you email? They're like, well, I emailed like Marcus at Simple Site. And I'm like, you didn't even put .com? No, I just put, it's like, dude, yeah, obviously I'm not going to get that. But if you go to pcmoneymaking.com, you can always get support here. All you got to do is go here and use submit a ticket. Super easy. Now, if for some reason you don't get an answer to your ticket, it's probably because it went to your spam email. So check your spam box. Really easy. But if some reason you don't get that, just go to live chat and you can actually talk to us live when we're online. Super easy. So there you go. All right, so let's keep going here, diving right along in our list. So the next one is a converter. Okay, so what kind of converter can you use? This is a really good one because when you look at the things that people type in, okay, you could do the word convert, right, like this. Okay, and we go here. Okay, so when you do converter, look at this, like an MP3 converter. If you created an MP3 converter, let's say you spent a month and $2,000 to create an MP3 converter. Okay, but you did. At the end of the month, you're like, okay, I spent $2,000 or whatever. Probably won't cost that much, but let's say it did. And you have an MP3 converter. Boom, you now have something that 1.5 million people a month are searching for. Like, that's insane. That would be a profit magnet that would work over and over. Now, you're probably not going to get into that. Maybe you will. Maybe someone will do that. You might do something similar or simple, though, like a PDF to Word converter. Okay, that's a little simpler. Or you can do something like a video converter. That's a little more complicated. Maybe you could do something like a currency converter, right? You could do like a currency converter. Let's do converter, right, like this. And you can go in and look at currency converter here. And you could do like, let's see, money converter, okay? A measurement converter. There you go. There you go. The recipe lady, whoever had the recipe idea, they're probably looking up measurement converters. And you can actually go out there. You can see that there's like no competition here. Measurement converter. Okay, here's a measurement converter, blah, blah, blah. It'll convert like feet to mile or like a cup to whatever. So if you want to do, what would that be under, mass? Something like that? Yeah. So like an ounce to a pound or whatever. You can create a little converter like this, and you can even make it downloadable so they have it over and over. Now, this is a great way to get people to use your stuff over and over again. You have a little tool, and you can actually make it downloadable. Like if you look at our Simple Sites software like this, let's see, it looks like, let's see if we can show it here. Let me see if I can show it. Well, it looks like this. I'll put it over here so you guys can see it. It's a little icon on your desktop, okay? And it'll look like this when the little thing switches over. Let's see. There it is, right? See this little icon here? So you can make a little icon like this where they click it, and it'll pop up this little screen. Like literally takes like 2 minutes to make these things, and it could just be a little converter. Like here's the fast food converter or whatever, right? And you can go in and you can use that over and over, and on the bottom of your converter you can have a link to an affiliate program or a link to something to buy, or maybe like an advertisement for like some kind of pan or something like that, right? And when you look at this, if you go to Offer Vault, there's all kinds of things you can offer people, from like cooking, okay, cooking stuff. You have like pans and magazines and all kinds of things, Home Chef, CPA, HelloFresh, different things like that. Really, really cool. You can put like, hey, tired of measuring your stuff? Try HelloFresh for a month and, you know, get everything measured for you or whatever it is. Right, so really cool. Is this making sense to everyone? If it is, type 100 in the box. If it is not, type like 0. If it kind of makes sense, type a 50 or something like that. Let me know where you're at. Okay, cool. JJ says, my question is going to sound stupid, but how do you get all the people searching to get to your product? Well, there's lots of ways you can do it. If I had that converter for recipe stuff, I would do paid search. So I'd pay for them to come to my site. If I was doing stuff like the Wix article, I'd go for free stuff. Now, if you have a tool, like a tool like this, so if you had a little converter download, you could actually go to, let's see where we could go. You could actually go to different download sites like CNET and stuff like that. So if you did like download money converter, okay, you would see like currency converter here is in the App Store. So you could actually put it in the App Store, or you could put it on Softopedia, and you would show up like number one, like right now, because they're there. You can also do it on Facebook ads. So if I had a really good report, like that little report I showed you earlier that everyone wanted, we can actually put that on Facebook and get people to download it, get people to check it out and build a list that way, right? So really cool. JJ says, but those people, I don't know what you mean by those people, right? People searching is pretty good, right? You just go in front of them. So like if I want to download Money Converter, I could put an ad here, and I can get people to my site super fast. Buying ads is the fastest way to get traffic. I know a lot of people talk crap about buying ads, but it's like why would you not want to buy ads? If I can get traffic for 5 to 10 cents a click, drive them to my thing and build a mailing list, then boom, there you go. So really easy. Okay, so we got price report, we got articles, we got a report, we got a list, we got search engine stuff, little search engines or tools, we got converters. Now, we're getting into some of my favorite ones here. This one would be a video. Now, creating a video is really cool. Now, guys, this is crazy. Okay, so let's say the guy like JJ Dandy's like, hey, how do we get traffic? Like, how do we get in front of these people? Well, here's the deal. If you actually went and you looked at like YouTube and you did download money converter or something, let's actually get one that gets traffic. So let's say we wanted to do, let's say we're going to do, let's see. One that I did years ago. This is a really cool one. I actually made a tool. It was a little Excel spreadsheet that I converted into a tool, and it was for closing cost calculator. Does anyone see why that would be a valuable lead magnet or money magnet, right? Does everyone see that? Like if I had something that was a closing cost calculator, I would basically have tons of people that are looking to sell their house. Like I got 18,000 people a month who are looking to sell their house at low competition. Like, does anyone like, yeah, dude, if I had that, it would be worth money. Like, of course it would, unless you live on a different planet and you don't know what money is and you don't like the internet. That would make sense. Like if you had a closing cost calculator, that would be of value to 18,000 people searching for it and all these people too, right? So if we have closing cost calculator, we could actually go to YouTube. Okay, so let's go to Google first. So we'll go to Google and we're going to do closing cost calculator in quotes, and it's not too competitive, right? It's not crazy, not too many ads. Let's see how competitive it is. 53,000. Okay, so not that competitive. Now, if we wanted to rank quick, we could actually go to videos and we could look at closing 618 results. Like seriously, and they're not all YouTube. Like this is Freedom, this is Newcastle, whatever. So like I could put this on YouTube and I would probably rank pretty fast. And all I would do, well, Marcus, what am I going to make a video on? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your closing cost calculator and you're going to show people how to use it. And you're like, by the way, if you want this closing cost calculator, go to my website. And then on your website, you have ads for mortgages, for closing costs, for realtors, bada bing, bada boom, and there you go, right? If you look at this, some of these guys are getting quite a bit of traffic, 55,000 here, 11,000, 7,000, 109,000, 67,000, 20,000, and on we go, right? Lots of people getting lots of traffic, and it's not that difficult. If we do this in quotes, again, you're going to see that it's super non-competitive, okay? So making a video would be something of value. Like years ago, I made the video, actually I think it was a year and a half ago, about how to make 300 a day with affiliate marketing, okay? Now this video is a little resource. It's got almost 300,000 views. I know there's lots of other gurus getting lots of other traffic, but this one does well for me. I get visitors every day. I get subscribers on my mailing list. People download my toolbar. People buy my product, all because of this, right? Really, really cool. You just have to focus on it, right? And there you go. You make a little video. And I didn't do anything magical. There's nothing super magic that I did here. I just put the video up and there you go. Now, this is a competitive market. But if you go into some of these markets that we're talking about, where it's like a report or a calculator or whatever, boom, you're going to get in there and you're going to be in a market of all to yourself, right? So really cool. Really awesome. Okay. So videos are very good. Now video, you could create a video for an opt-in page, a giveaway, or for traffic generation. Okay. So you could create it, say, hey, put your name and email to get the video on this. Okay. Or put your name and email to get this video. Next, you could do it as just a giveaway on your site. Like I give away a video on YouTube. There you go. It's a video. It's free. Okay. Or you could do it for traffic generation where you're simply going out there and generating traffic. You could send them to your mailing list. The best uses for video is opt-in, sales, and traffic generation. Okay. So those are the best use for that resource. Another resource you can look at is a calculator. Okay, these are fun as well. These work really good. Kind of like the closing cost calculator. Okay, But you can actually go and look at all the people that are looking up all the different calculators. Okay, so you could go calculator. And again, the idea is to spin them from what they're looking in or looking up into what you want them to go to, right? So like if they're looking up a math calculator, I want to eventually get them into like the homework toolbar or something like that. If they're looking up, let's see if we can get this to scroll. If they're looking up something like a function calculator or work calculator, or let's see, yeah, calculator shows work. That would be good for toolbars. Rate calculator. Okay, that's probably something looking for like interest rate or something like that. You can look up, let's see what else. Easy calculator. Okay, you could do like a mortgage calculator. Let's put the word mortgage in here. All right, like this. Okay, so if you do like a mortgage calculator, okay, 2.7 million people a month looking for that. Okay, mortgage payment calculator. Now, I actually had a mortgage payment website. I sold it to one of my students years ago. But this site made like $1,700 a day in its peak, right? Just crazy. Went out there, sold it. I mean, it literally made money with AdSense, made money with mortgage stuff. And the whole reason it worked is because I had the calculators, right? And you're like, well, Marcus, isn't it hard to make all those calculators? No, like I actually literally bought the calculators, right? How much do you guys think I paid for 20 customized calculators for my website? Yeah, how much did I pay for those? How much do you guys think I paid for those? They were custom, put them on my website, really easy, okay? I actually got them for $150, which was crazy. And I think you can still get them today. If you do like mortgage payment calculator for website, okay, you can actually go in, you can get them free. You can buy the rights to them. There's tons of them you can use. There's free tools here, right? And you could put these on your site. All you have to do is put them out there, get them going. That site was, let me see what it was. It was years ago. It was a good site. It had like 12 different calculators. It was $150. Like literally, for $150, I had a resource, and it worked really well. It had amortization calculators, and look at your competition. Like this, what people don't get is mortgage amortization calculator. Why would someone search for that? Well, they're searching for it because they're interested in prices of loans, right? So if I go in and I do refinance, right, like this, and I'm like, boom, here we go, refinance, okay? And let's get rid of this word and put in the word refinance. Let's see, refinance. Right, like that, refinance, boom, here we go. We got refinance, mortgage. Look at how much they're paying per click, right? That's the same traffic. They just don't know it yet. So all I do is I make my toolbar, or I make my calculator, and then at the bottom I put calculate how much you can save. Click here to get a mortgage based on today's rates. Pretty simple. All right, does that make sense? Okay, if it makes sense, type 100 in the box. Let me know you're paying attention, and then it does make sense. So we got price report, articles. We got reports for like mailing list. We got lists. We got search engine stuff. We got converters. We got videos. We got calculators. We got our last one, which is software and tools. And we'll go into a couple others as well. Now, in the Simple Sites course, I teach you guys all of this in detail. If you do not have the Simple Sites Big Profit software yet, what are you thinking? All right, do you want to make money or do you not? Which, by the way, the Simple Sites course is a resource that I made, started building about, what was it, about 10 years ago we started it, actually. Anniversary edition's coming out this year. That's a software I created. Okay, it took a long time to create, but that thing's made me like $3 million or $4 million or something. I don't know, I haven't done the math. But think about that. Like I created something once, and I've made millions of dollars on it just by creating it once. Same kind of thing with lots of stuff out there. They create it once, boom, there you go. The guy who created Facebook. Created Facebook once, got a bunch of people to use it, boom, one of the richest guys in the world. Amazon created this software that ran his site, that found different things that you can buy for cheap. Boom, done deal. So if you want to learn this stuff, I teach you how to build it in detail. All you got to do is go to simplesitesbonus.com, simplesitesbonus.com. You can pick up a copy of our course, so simplesitesbonus.com. SITES, simple SITES, bonus.com. You can go here. When the anniversary edition is out, the price is going up to $9.97. You can get it right now, and you actually get the upgrade free, which is awesome, right? And it's like $2.97, which means you save $700, I think. So do the math, right? SimpleSitesBonus.com. If you do not have that product yet, go get it now. Like, if you guys think that you could make something off of anything I've taught you, like, how many of you guys think that in the last hour and 3 minutes, I've taught you at least one thing you can use to make money? Right? You're like, okay, Marcus, yeah, I think I could probably make a PDF about something simple that's not competitive and lead them to affiliate stuff, right? I think I could do that. If you do, then I want you to get the Simple Sites course, because the Simple Sites course goes through like this, and it walks you through everything, right? We actually teach you how to create your resources, okay? So you're going to go in here in content creation and setting up shop. You're going to learn how to create these resources, which is awesome. Now, in the anniversary edition, we're actually taking it a step further, and I'm actually giving you access to my software creation stuff. I didn't tell anyone, so don't tell anyone yet, right? But you're actually going to get those videos as part of the Simple Site. So if you want to get it now and save like $700, go to SimpleSitesBonus.com. Let me see if I can put that on the screen here for you. Let's see, Notepad. We'll do this the old school way. All right, this is how we used to do it in webinars. We just drag this here. All right, it is www.SimpleSitesBonus.com. Now, I'm going to be raising the price very soon. I'm not exactly sure when, because I don't yet have the demo out. But if you want to save money, you want to get in that right now. Okay, so you go to SimpleSitesBonus.com. SimpleSitesBonus.com. Okay, really cool. All right, so back to our little spiel here. Where'd we go? Okay, so software, toolbars, and downloads. This is where you could create software like the Simple Site software, where I make lots of money. Toolbars, where you can make toolbars, different things like that, makes lots of money. Downloads, different stuff like that. Super, super easy to do. Guys, don't overcomplicate this. Too many people are worrying about what their website looks like, what page builder they're using, what kind of picture they're using, what their opt-in box. Guys, that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is, do you have something that your market wants? If you don't, you're not going to make money. If you don't have something that your market wants, then you're not going to make money. I don't care how good your site is. I don't care how great it is. I don't care how many webinars you do. I don't care. If they don't care, if they don't want what you have to give them or sell them, you're not going to make any money, okay? So you got to focus on what they want. How do you know what they want? Well, it's very simple. You go to the Google AdWords tool, you type your keyword in, you see what they want. These guys want to refinance. This guy wants a refinance calculator, okay? That's what he wants. I make a calculator, I have something he wants. Done deal. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. Now, you got to put this stuff together, which is what we teach you how to do in SimpleSitesBonus.com. You follow the videos, you walk through the guide, you learn how to do it. But once you have that, it works really well. Let's talk about some of the other things you can do, more specifically, that you can create of value, okay? Let's say you're in a market. Let's say you go into a market like Bible stuff or inspiration. Okay, let's say we go into something like inspiration. And you're like, okay, I want to go into inspiration, and I want to tackle all these people looking up inspirational quotes, because there's a lot of them. Right? Tons of people looking up inspirational quotes, positive quotes, whatever. You want to get into the self-help market? This is your back door. You start providing good quotes, right? That's what you do. So you're like, inspirational quotes. You go to Google, you search it, and you're like, cool, inspirational quotes. What do I do here? Okay, well, here we go. Okay, Brainy Quotes, he's got one. Let's go here. Images. Okay, so what would be a good resource? Well, images could be a good resource. Right, there you go. Really cool. You could go through, you could do cool quotes. Okay, you can create cool quotes like this, and I think, does that show on the screen? Let's see. Yes, it does. Cool. All right, so you could do cool quotes. You could do a video, right? You can make a little video of quotes. Hey, watch this. You guys don't think this works? You go here, you do inspirational quotes, you click on videos, right? Watch this. Let's do this in YouTube so we can see how many people are searching. Inspirational quotes. Boom, 63,000 views, 432,000 views, 416,000, 273, 198, 294. Like, there's a lot of views here. I mean, literally, this is insane. There's so many views, it's not even funny. And people are looking it up, and all they're doing is putting, like, little quotes with like royalty-free music, and there you go. And you create them and you go through it. A buddy of mine does this all the time. He has the site or the channel, Evan Carmichael. Okay. And on his channel, here's the secret habit that Oprah uses. Here's how to say yes to this. Here's 5 secrets from this guy. Here's this. Here's mentoring advice from this guy. He just goes through and he does this. And look at how big his channel is. 1.6 million subscribers. And his view count is through the roof. He makes a full-time living doing this. He's a heck of a guy. Really cool guy. We actually have an interview. I think if you do Evan Carmichael 25 tips, I think ours will come up. Yeah, there we are here. So this one's the interview I did with him. We actually sat down and talked about how he did this. So if you want to watch that, highly recommended. Really cool, right? He just tells you how he does it. He's like, here's what you do. You just go down the list of people looking for things, and you look at it, and there's tons of traffic. It's like, okay, we could go for like quotes Bill Gates or quotes Tony Robbins or whatever. Make a little video. That's your resource, right? And let's see. Quotes. So you do quotes Bill Gates. Boom. 5,400 people a month looking up Bill Gates quotes. You got Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. Boom. Tony Robbins. 8,100 people a month looking up Tony Robbins. Look at the competition. It's like nothing. Guys, you could make a video. You could do a video ad. You can get tons of people to watch it, and then you can get them to go to your site to download a PDF that they can download of the quotes. Boom. There you go. It's like, here's a PDF of the quotes. And they download it. They print it out. They use it. Whatever. Really cool. Was Evan one of my students? No, he's just a friend I met through video marketing and stuff like that. Really great guy, though. Always saw his channel years ago, and I'm like, how the hell is he doing that? And then finally got to meet him, so that was pretty cool. All right, so Tony Robbins quotes, different things like that. You could do all kinds of quotes, which is good. Another thing you could do is spreadsheets. If you know how to use Microsoft Excel, you can make money. It's not that hard to do. Like, watch this. You go to Google here, and you're like, spreadsheets. Let's see. Spreadsheets. Spread. Sheet. Is it 2 words or 1? Now you go to spreadsheet, get results, and watch the spreadsheets people want. Okay. Here you go. Google spreadsheet. Budget spreadsheet. There you go. You could create a budget spreadsheet. You could create it. Actually, I created a full-on budget spreadsheet in 3 hours. It was when we lived in Northern California. We drove from the Bay Area up to Tahoe, and I had it done before we got to Tahoe, so I know it was less than 3 hours. And I was in the car with kids and movies and handing food back and forth. Not easy to do, but I had the budget spreadsheet. I created it, and now you can use that budget spreadsheet, and you can put it on your site, and you can put it. You can make a video on how to use it, and boom, there you go. Like, look at this budget spreadsheet. 661,000. If you don't know how to create a budget spreadsheet, this video will even teach you how to do it. Like, there are no excuses for not making money on the internet. It's just like you just really don't want to do it, or you don't like want to learn from people who know how to do it, or whatever reason it is. But you can do this. Like, how many of you guys feel like you can do this? It's not that hard to do. Right now, again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. I don't know what you'll make. You might make nothing. You might make a bunch. We have no idea. Watching videos never makes anyone rich. But you can look at this and you could say, hey, I could learn how to make this budget spreadsheet. I can create my own, and I can make it as a giveaway. And look at all these people that want a budget, right? You can even make one based on someone else's teaching. Like, hey, here's how this guy teaches. I made a little calculator about it. Really easy. Go to my site to get it. By the way, you should probably check your credit so that I can get $15 from the affiliate company, right? Or whatever. It's really, really that simple. You can do spreadsheets. Another thing you can do is articles. Another thing you can do is video files. These work really well. Let's make some room here. Another thing you can do is infographics. Infographics are great. What's an infographic? It's like a graphic that explains something. It's like a report in an image. Right? Really cool. Chris says bid cost is for organic traffic. No, bid cost is for paid traffic. Okay. Organic traffic would be, you would be looking at the competition number like this. So if you go to Google and you want to know the organic competition for budget spreadsheet, you put it in quotes, and you're going to see 1.9 million. Okay? Really cool. Okay, so there we have that. We also have, you can make MP3s. Okay, a lot of things on my alcohol channel, I actually convert all my videos into MP3s, and people love it. They pay for it and everything like that. You can also do PDFs, right? So there's lots of different resources you can create to give value to people, which is really cool. Now, there's 2 ways that you can learn this in more detail. The first way is through the Simple Sites Big Profits program, which we talked about. You can get at simplesitesbonus.com. Great course, teaches you everything, goes through. You can learn everything there, okay? This is a course. It's like the do-it-yourself version, DIY training. So you go in there, you learn, you build the stuff, you follow the example. Now, if you want me to pick you a niche, right? Because obviously you guys saw I just picked niches that would work, like budget spreadsheet, all these other ones. Like I know how to find niches. And for budget spreadsheet, I wouldn't go just for the word budget spreadsheet. I go for something more specific. So if you want me to pick your niche for you, go to www.highticketniches.com. What we're going to do is I'm going to pick your domain. So we give you a domain. Now these domains, you can see them in the ticker down there, down below. That ticker is actually showing the value of real domains that our students got from me, right? So they bought the high ticket niche. That's what the value, according to GoDaddy, who knows a little bit of things about, domains because they're GoDaddy. And that's the value. So like that guy got one for $654. I just bought one the other night for like it was $1,800. There's one for $1,100. Okay. Now these are all based on the niche and based on the fact that I know what I'm doing and I know how to find these niches and domains. So you're going to get that domain. So you get the domain. If you get like the one for $1,200 and you end up selling it for $1,200, you pocket $1,200 and you only paid me $9.97 for the site. So you guys could see it's a crazy, crazy value. Now, I don't know what you're going to be able to sell these for. I have no idea. But that's the value that GoDaddy says they're worth. So I don't know what you'll be able to sell it for. Might be less, might be more, might be nothing. Who knows? But, hey, we can see that they're worth it. So you're going to get a domain that is worth value. Okay, you're going to own that. You're going to get a custom website and theme with plugins. Okay, so you're going to get the domain, the website, theme, plugins. We're going to custom make this for you. We're also going to give you the market. Okay, so we're going to tell you the market. We're going to tell you the resource to create. I'll say make your resource like this. Okay, then we're going to go through. We'll tell you how to get traffic. I'll tell you the offers to run, and I'll walk you through it and help you make money with it. Right? If that sounds good, go to highticketniches.com. You can go there. Let's see if we can get this up here. So you can go to highticketniches.com. You'll see this page looks like this. Okay, it shows you what you're getting. All this stuff, get all these cool bonuses worth a lot of money. And all you got to do is put your name, last name, email, put all your info here. You can see it's secure. Choose your payment plan, and then boom, say, Marcus, find my niche. I'll actually go through. I'll find you a niche. I'll tell you the offers to run. We'll get you the domain. We'll tell you how to get traffic. We'll tell you what kind of resource to build, how to get it built, and you'll be off to the races. We'll even put some content on it for you. How's that? Right? So you'll be off to the races in a brand new niche, ready to go. Really cool. And we should have you up and running before the new year. It usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get them done. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but right now we're running like 2 to 3 weeks. Damon says, Marcus, can you use PLR articles as content for a niche site? It's not recommended because if you use private label articles, it's going to be duplicate content. You want your own content. Okay? However, I have used PLR to sell. I buy them and sell them. Like I had a chili recipe site. So if you want that, go to highticketniches.com, or you can choose the do-it-yourself option at simplesitesbonus.com. So whichever way you go, obviously, you guys know that I know how to do this stuff. I basically use these notes from a webinar I did a long time ago, and I just thought of what to talk about today. So cool, you guys see that it works really well. Okay, Carol says, to access Google AdWords keyword tool, I need a Google account, but I don't have a website which is required for opening it. Does the account need to be created under the blog's domain name? It's recommended. What I would do is, Carol, I would get a high-ticket niche. That way you have a website. We'll build your site, and then you'll be like, here's my site. There you go, which is cool. Looks like we got some people signing up for high-ticket niches and Simple Sites, so that's great. And by the way, the high-ticket niche, we actually give you a copy of the Simple Sites course as well. So really cool. All right, so we'll take like 13 minutes of Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. By the way, the high-ticket niche is the best value. So if you're looking for like the best bang for your buck, high-ticket niche is the way to go, especially since you're getting a domain that's of value, which is cool. Okay, Peter says, what kind of domain metrics are behind these high-ticket niches? Spam score, trust follow, or age domains? These are actually domains that I buy. Usually they're new, so they don't have a spam score or trust or age or anything. They're just brand new domains. So I usually buy them on the spot, brand new. I just happen to really, really know how to buy domains that are valuable. One year I bought a domain for $15, and it was a domain about the national debt. And I actually sold it a year later for 25 grand, which is crazy, right? And now results not typical. I don't know what yours will sell for, but the moral of the story is that I know how to pick the domains, right? They're based on keywords, they're based on markets, they're based on stuff that works. So if you do that, you're getting something of value and you actually own it. Okay, so this isn't like another training product or a PDF or whatever. You're actually going to get a website you own that's hosted on your hosting, and the domain will be in your account, which is really cool. So, I mean, there is no better training on the market for this for someone who doesn't have a niche yet. There is nothing out there that is as good as this. Okay, any input advised using PLR? Private label rights, guys, I've probably made less than $50,000 on private label just because I haven't really done much with it. Most of the PLR out there is junk unless you know how to use it the right way. I used a chili recipes book once, and then from time to time I'll buy like themes or something as PLR. So you can use them as resources, but it has to be very specific. Now, if you get a high-ticket niche and there is PLR in your niche that I think you should use, we will tell you and we'll show you where to get it. Okay? So pretty cool. And if you're nice, I might even buy it for you. All right, so if there's a good PLR, maybe I'll get it for you for your niche. Of course, within reason. Okay. So, any other questions, let me know, and we'll take it from there. And get signed up. Get your high-ticket niche. Guys, that is the best deal. If you're looking for a way to get started and you're like, Marcus, I like your videos, I like your stuff, but I don't know where to get started, trust me, get a high-ticket niche. I have students that have come to me. They're like, I've been trying to do this for 10 years. I've spent money after money. I got, shiny object syndrome, and I buy this thing and I buy that thing, and I never really get started. This forces you to get started because now you have a niche. Now you have to. It's like, there it is. You're going to go do it. So I think that it will really, really work for you if you guys want to get started. And that's at highticketniches.com. Best value. I don't know. I think we might be raising the price at the beginning of the year. So if you do want to get in on that, do it now. I do know that we're not going to include simple sites forever. So that's going to go away pretty soon. You will have to get them separate. So if you want to get the simple sites with the high ticket, do it now, highticketniches.com. All right, let's take a look at some other questions here. Where do we go? Okay, Frank. Hi, Marcus. I contacted Alyssa at support a few days ago regarding my high-ticket niche setup. Do you know when I should expect to hear back from her? When you talk to Alyssa, she waits to hear back from me on the niches or our designer. So when you get a niche, there's a process. Okay, this is what the process looks like. First, you sign up. So first you go to highticketniches.com and you sign up. Yay, great. Then you submit a ticket. So after you sign up, you go to pcmoneymaking.com and you put in a ticket. So you're like, okay, I'm going to put in my ticket. I'm going to submit a ticket for the high ticket niche. Okay, you do that. So that's part 2. Then what happens is we come back with niche suggestions. Okay, so she's going to come back and she's going to say, hey, I noticed you said you were interested in cars. Okay, I found you a niche about trade-in value. Okay, and she'll say, do you want it? And you'll be like, nah, I don't really want trade-in value. I want this. Okay, and we'll get you a different one. If you like the one, you say, yes, I want it, and then we start build. So once you accept the name, then we start to build it. Okay, now once we accept the name, so I am the person who suggests your name. So when you come in and you're like, I want a name, I actually suggest it for you. Okay, so I'm the one giving you the name. Then when they're done and you say, yes, I want the name, then they start to build it, and then after build is delivery. Okay, so somewhere in this process, if you're waiting for a response for the build or the suggestion, just wait. Sometimes it can take like 4 or 5 days to get. because I'd rather give you a good niche instead of like try to rush them. So that's the process, and it works really good. And you guys are part of the process. Alyssa's great. She'll help you with stuff. Chukwu says, I've tried setting up each and every time I click on submit. It says, okay, so you're talking about the funnel voodoo. I'll give you a quick tip to make it work. Okay, here's what you do. Instead of using your Aweber list name, use the Aweber numerical list name. Put that in, it'll work. Really easy, okay? Then you can stop yelling at me on my live streams. So, really easy. And by the way, if you go and you submit a ticket at PC Moneymaking, they will help you with it. That's one of the things that they know how to do, so they'll just like write you back and be like, hey, dude, do this. Okay? So, any other questions, let me know. Also, if you guys ever need to get help, we have a live chat feature, which is insanely valuable. I get people all the time that talk to me on here. What it looks like is this. So you'll either see this little thing here where it says live chat online, and you can click it, and you can actually talk to us live on live chat and be like, Marcus, where's my niche? Marcus, what do you think about this? Marcus, what do you think about that? And we'll actually help you. Now, if you're new, I will probably try to sell you stuff because that's what I do, and you guys should buy my stuff anyway, because obviously if you think my free training is good, you're going to love the paid stuff. Like, just imagine it's like better and more, and you get a niche, and cool. Okay, so you could actually go in here and you can talk to us on live chat. So if you ever need help, you just go on here. It'll either be Andy, myself, or Jackie on there to help you, and they're there, right? We're usually there like sometime during the day. During normal business hours, there's usually someone on there. All right, so get a high-ticket niche. Stop delaying. Stop messing around. Make 2019 awesome by having your own niche ready to go. Right? So instead of like, what am I going to do for my New Year's resolution? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to get a niche, and you're going to go make money with it. That's what you're going to do. Right? And you're going to make money by doing these resources, which is really cool. Okay, let's see where our questions went, and we'll do like 5 or 6 more minutes for question. Okay, Steven, or Chickawoo Steven, I'm not sure which name it is. Rewind the video when we're done, and you'll be able to see that. Or just put a support ticket, and they'll help you. Okay. Do you need a landing page before you direct them to your blog site? Yes. You could create a landing page with the tools. Now, with the high-ticket niche, we actually make your squeeze page for you. You just add your offers and some other stuff, but really cool. Okay. Yeah, Frank, just sit tight. We'll probably get it. It might be your comments or your question might be specific, and they might be waiting on me to look at it. So, yeah. Chick, just use support, please. But, yeah, Brian answered your question, so do what Brian said. Use the Aweber numerical list name instead of the name. Okay, there'll be 2 names. There'll be numerical, and there'll be list name. Use the numerical, and it should work. And by the way, when you guys get Simple Sites and the other stuff, you guys get all my plugins, which are awesome and which are cool. So how many of you guys, by question, just curious, how many of you guys filled out the Affiliate Dude questionnaire? What was it? AffiliateDude.com. Let me see if I can find it. I can't spell today. There it is. How many of you guys filled this questionnaire out? By the way, this is our new plugin, and I got a video coming out today about this. So if you guys filled this in, you should be getting a response. I'm going to be responding to them to all them personally. So you want to pay attention to that. You're going to get some good stuff. And this is actually one of our plugins that we use to create this. Which, by the way, I think this is a pretty cool looking page. It actually converted insanely well, which is cool. All right, so cool stuff. Any other questions? We'll take it from there. And then you guys can get signed up for your high-ticket niches at highticketniches.com. Okay, 7 says he went all in and gave his life story. Cool, good. I do read those, which is good. Brian says he likes the link tracker cloaker plugin. Yeah, that's a great plugin. I got tons of plugins. So like when you're in your Simple Sites members area, let's see, you're going to have, let's see, where is it? Back. You're going to have your AMD mentorship. And under plugins, there's some really good ones. We got the Ask Voodoo plugin, which is coming out. My video is going to go out about that today, which, by the way, watch that video. It's actually pretty funny, so be on the lookout for that video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do it now. The software application updates are coming. If you're looking at the tools section, Mark, I know I need to respond to you about that because I think you're looking at the wrong one, so I need to get you in the right one. But those are coming pretty good. And these are really good tools like Funnel Voodoo, Click Voodoo, Ad Profit, Slide Voodoo. These are awesome tools that'll help you make money with your site. This is actually one of our plugins, like this cool, beautiful page that took me probably 5 minutes to make. Actually tracks what people are doing, tells me which struggle is the biggest, and allows me to respond to them in a really cool way. Right, so this thing's crazy. This is actually the same method that I used to take a business from $250 the first month, actually $234 to be exact, to over $70,000 a month, which is cool. All right, is volume okay? You guys still hear me all right? All right, and I think we're about ready to call it a day. Get yourself a high-ticket niche over at highticketniches.com or get the Simple Sites course. Learn this stuff, do it. Stop thinking about it. Stop just liking free videos and stuff. Free videos are cool. But if you really want to dive in and you really want to learn this stuff and get my personal help, as you guys see, we give you guys personal help. We help you with all this stuff. Then get yourself a high-ticket niche at highticketniches.com or get yourself Simple Sites at simplesitesbonus.com and do both of those, or one of them, whichever you choose, before the price hike. So I don't want to see you guys pay more, so pay less now. Awesome. Thanks again for watching. Go create resources. Get a high-ticket niche at highticketniches.com, and I'll see you in the next video.